It's 6:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Police have been called to reports of several shots being fired at Edgeworth. Worried residents called 000 after hearing 2 lots of 5 shots being fired at the corner of Nielsen Street and Transfield Avenue just before 5:30 this morning. Officers have carried out a patrol of the area, but nothing's been found. Police are urging anyone who may have witnessed the incident to contact them immediately. 5 youths are on the run after crashing a suspected stolen 4-wheel drive at Islington early this morning. The car overturned on the corner of Chinchin and Hubbard Streets just before 3:30, forcing a taxi to crash through a fence into the front yard of a home. A female resident was treated by paramedics for shock. The dog squad attended, but was unable to find the teenagers. Greyhound Racing New South Wales has announced it will launch a fresh investigation into claims of a mass greyhound grave near Cessnock. In a statement, the sports peak body says the inquiry will look further into the disturbing allegations of animal cruelty at the Keenbar trial track, although it's not clear if it will involve excavating the site. The Greyhound Breeders, Owners and Trainers Association is welcoming the inquiry. April is Sjogrens Syndrome Awareness Month. Sjogrens is characterised by dry eyes and mouth and affects hundreds of Hunter residents each year. The region's Autoimmune Resource and Research Centre provides both support and education to patients. Many patients also experience debilitating fatigue and joint pain. Autoimmune Resource and Research Executive Marlene Squance says no two people have the same set of symptoms.
So we have a number of workshops which has been provided, and we have one that's at the Ethnic Community Centre, which is opposite Waratah train station, on Wednesday the 15th of April. So people can register by contacting us at the Autoimmune Centre, and they'll learn lots of great strategies to help cope with their symptoms.
A man's been arrested after he entered a Hexham service station with an 80-centimetre machete last night. Police say the 37-year-old didn't actually threaten the attendant at the Shell service station and wasn't waving around. However, he was still charged with possession of a knife and breach of bail. And Lake Macquarie boating enthusiasts will soon enjoy a new boat ramp and floating pontoon to provide better access to Swansea Channel. The upgrade will encase the launching and retrieval of boats using Swansea Channel. Lake Macquarie Recreation and Land Planning Coordinator Greg Weir says the boat ramp should be completed within the next 3 months.
Construction starts this week, and it's a 12-week contract, so we'd expect it to be done within that period of time if the weather stays fine.
Now with sport, Georgia Moylan.
The Newcastle Knights are preparing for a tough game tonight when they come up against the Cronulla Sharks at Shark Park. With Beau Scott out injured, the Red and Blue will be keeping a close eye on the Sharks' Ben Barber, who's returning from suspension this week. Captain Kirk Gidley says they'll need to bring a strong defence to the game.
Obviously they've got a pretty big pack, they're mobile, they like to try and challenge it through the middle, and we've seen some of their outside backs last weekend. They can put some pretty good plays on, so again we need to be strong defensively, plenty of 12 and plenty of line speed and putting some pressure on those guys.
The Newcastle Jets are gearing up to spend the entire $2.5 million salary cap in a bid to lift themselves from the bottom of the ladder for next season. Despite the stressed financial position of owner Nathan Tinkler, the side plans to recruit international and Australian marquees after spending this season without one. They're set to take on Melbourne Victory tonight at Amy Park. And in local soccer, the Edgeworth Eagles will face the Charlestown Blues tonight in the Northern New South Wales National Premier League season opener. That's sport. I'm Georgia Moylan.
2 in your RFM News Time, 26 to 7.